Good afternoon, folks. I'm back on Dartmoor again. It's been a couple of weeks since I was up here last. I'm currently walking around Meldon Reservoir, and surprising what 2 weeks can do. The water level here has gone down quite a bit, and you can walk across the island now quite easily. It's the lowest I've seen it in several years, and seeing it's only towards the end of June, we've still got the rest of summer yet, so this could go down a bit lower. So, right, let's press on. Well, good afternoon, folks. Currently walking up the West Open Valley at the moment. You have to excuse me if you hear me sniffling, or rub my nose or rub my eyes. I'm suffering from hay fever. I have taken antihistamine and sprayed some crap up my nose, but I think it's wearing off. But in a couple of weeks since I was up here last, this bracken that's around here has grown up quite a bit. It smells nice. But as long as I don't trip up my hay fever, I should be okay. So, but I'm walking at the West Open Valley. I'm heading towards Lint's Tor, so I may camp at the base, or I may go back up to the top again like I did last time. Let's see how it goes. So, but I'm surprised there's no one up here. I haven't seen anybody camping. I've seen a couple of day walkers. I think everybody's going to stay home for the football match tomorrow. So. Go on, England. See what I mean? It's crap like that. Keep finding. It's the fourth one now I've found. Anyway, I'll press on. I'll catch you on a bit. I think most of you will probably recognise this place, with it being my usual camping spot. I've decided not to stop here for the night. I've only stopped here now, filled up my 2 Sawyer bags, which is about 3 litres of water, and topped up my water bottles. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head up, and I'm going to pitch up on Lint's Tor tonight. It's the same as what I did last time. The reason is that I'm still trialling this camera out, which is the Panasonic TZ100. I want to try a few night shots with it, and also do some more time lapse. I am quite liking this camera, so if you're looking for a compact 1-inch sensor compact camera, have a look at the TZ100. Right, let's press on. Right, that's the 6 Moon Designs Gatewood Cape setup with the Serenity net. It's taken me a bit longer than usual to get all this sorted, and reason is I think when I put the tarp over the net, the top was more that way up, further up that way. So when I tightened it, the bottom net was basically touching the inside, so touching the tarp. But I've gone round, I've rejigged the pegs, and I have a gap all the way around again. But I did also find out, rather than setting my pole for 135 centimetres, one section was saying 135, the other one was saying 130. So that was probably my problem with it. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to empty up my rucksack now, put my mat and my sleeping bag in there, and as it's nearly 6:30, I'm going to start some tea shortly. Right, I've unpacked my rucksack now, and I've just sort of realised I've forgotten a couple of items. Nothing major. One is a bottle of Coke of that size, which goes with my whiskey, which is not a big deal. I can always drink it with water or tea. And the other one is a sit mat, which I made last night out of an old roll mat, which I never used. And I thought I'd give that a try, but unfortunately I've left them at home. As for the rest of my kit, I'll just very quickly show you. Starting at this end, I got my windscreen, I got my heat reflective pouch. I'm using the Toke 750 with the Vango ultralight stove. Gas can's in there, but he's just under half full, so I bought a spare 100 size. Sleeping bag is there. I got my frying pan, because I got in the red bag here, I've got my food, and there is a tin of Spam, but I've also got some hash browns, and I'll show it later, and my whiskey's in there as well. And I've also got some of that nasty processed cheese. So big bag of food. I got a pack of those Warburton Thins, binoculars, my little red bag here is my ditty bag. I've mentioned in the past, this has got my head torch, my pocket radio, and a tiny power bank to charge, and with the lead to charge my phone up. But I can also charge my headlamp and this camera with it. Sawyer filter system. Small bag here, I've got spare socks, spare pair of liner socks and some spare underwear, just in case you shit yourself or fall in a bog. Orange bag, I've got a t-shirt and a head over, and this bigger one here is a down jacket. It's a couture. I've forgotten the model, weighs about 500 grams. I'll show you that one later on, and it's cheap as hell. Obviously some binoculars is there, and all my water is outside. I've got a 2 litre and a 1 litre Sawyer filled from the stream, and I've got 2 600ml Pepsi bottles. Rucksack's there. The only thing that's in it is my waterproof coat and trousers, which are in the top pocket, and my gaiters, along with my spoon. Camera case is there. I keep an insect repellent in this pocket now. I used to keep it in the waistband, but for some reason this bloody thing leaks. Sunblock, some mints, Leatherman's in there. Side pocket, I've got my tripod, and under the lid I keep a small first aid kit and some toilet paper. So that is basically all I've brought with me. I'm just waiting at the moment for my self-inflating mat to inflate, and then I'll put the sleeping bag on top. I'm going to start my tea then, and I'll come right back to you all. Right, that's the Couture down jacket. And Couture spelled Q-U-E-C-H-U-A. I forgot where I got this one from now. I bought it online. It's about £30. One word of warning I will say is, if you do get one, buy at least a size up or 2. They are obviously made in China. They are quite close fitting. I'm a medium, so I bought a large, and that is quite close. T-shirts no problem, thin sweatshirts no problem. Anything else, no, you need a size up again from that. And one other thing I will say is, it's not fully down. The front panel and the panel on the back is down. I think maybe the arms there could be down, but the rest of it is a synthetic filling, including the hood. There are 4 pockets, 2 on the outside, and there's 2 on the inside, and there's nice bright orange lining. It does come with a small stuff sack, but I use a dry bag for that. Cuffs are elasticated, the hem isn't, the hood is slightly elasticated, so it's just a basic down jacket. I think it's something like 500 plus queuing insulation on it. I'm not expecting top of the range mountain equipment, £200 plus ones, 30 quid, and this thing only weighs about 500 grams. So it's not too, I think, no, 15 ounces I think, if I remember saying the weight was. So plus it packs down small, so compared to a fleece, yeah, it may be an improvement, but I've only worn it once and not up here, so hopefully it gets a bit cooler tonight, and I'll give it a bash. So that is my down jacket. Right, so for my tea tonight, I've got some Idahoan hash browns, and I've got a tin of Spam black pepper. So I've got my frying pan out, oil's out, I've got some nasty cheese as well, some of that bread, so I can have a Spam and cheese sandwich in a minute. But my water's just come to a boil, so I've now got to put half of this into a Ziploc, add some water to it just to let it reabsorb, then get the frying pan on the go. So this could turn out pretty good, or probably bloody crap. Right, those ash browns are coming, sorry, the Spam is coming on lovely there. Ash browns are just about absorbed, and they look pretty good, to be honest, and that's half a packet. So won't be long before I chuck them in. And a spatula I purchased back along, absolutely dead handy. The only problem I got is when I cut the Spam, I was using a Mora 510 knife, and I've cut through the bag in about 3 places, so I have to replace it. So that's nearly ready. Whoa, looking good. Well, there you go, guys. Spam black pepper in Idahoan hash browns. Right, it's 9:30 now, the sun is about to set. There's hardly any wind up here, except what's coming from me, but there's thousands of midges and gnats and whatever up here. But I'm just going to hang on for a few minutes, and I'm going to watch this sunset. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but what I'm seeing is absolutely brilliant. You know, it's what you come up for Dartmoor or for any place really. But anyway, I'm going to go and watch this and then have a cup of tea. So it's the last bit of film I'm going to do for the day. I shall catch you all again in the morning. Now, good morning folks. It's about 9:30, it's a cracking morning. It's quite warm now and it's gradually getting warmer. I've already packed up. I'm just going to check the area there, see any rubbish. All the rubbish I've got is in that Ziploc bag there. That'll go back inside my rucksack and I'll dispose of that when I get home. So it's just a quick look around, then I'm going to press on. I had thought about going up the Fawners Ledge and highways, but I think I can do it another day. But as it's the England-Panama football match today, I'm just going to take it nice and easy. I'm going to go find somewhere, probably East Mill Tor or somewhere, stop there, turn the radio on and have a fry up. Well, hash browns and spam, if you can call that a fry up. But anyway, let's clean the rest of this area up and off I go. Better? Right, I've just come up that trackway there. So I'm going to stop here for a minute, have a quick drink and have a quick think of which way to go next. So, tour wise, that's highways, that's Yes Tor, that's West Mill Tor. I think it's Rough Tor, but don't quote me on that one. That's East Mill Tor. You've got Bowstone there, Oak Tor there, I forgot the one in the background. And that's Steepleton Tor, and I've just looked, there's a red tent just to the right of the hut. I don't know if the camera will zoom in and pick that up. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but there's gunfire. But there is no live firing this weekend, so they're using blanks, and by the sound of it, it's coming from that way. So I'm sort of tempted now either cut down this track or follow up the track up that way and cut across. I may go around the track and come down just below Steepleton Tor and stop at Oak Tor. I was going to stop at East Mill Tor, but it's not even 11 o'clock yet. So yeah, I think I might do that. So right, let's press on. Well, I decided to come down that track after all. I haven't been down here for a while, but walking along, you can see the army and that's been here training. I found a load of empty bullet cases. I found a few bullets, and that's the bullet but not the case. And walking along, it's not the tube, it's the tip of my stick. That's a mortar round. I'm not going to dig it out or nothing, just in case it's still alive, but it could be just the end piece of it, but I'm not touching it. Alright, let's crack on. Right, it's nearly 1 o'clock. I'm currently on Oak Tor. I've been here for about 10 minutes. I only stopped for a quick drink. So in the end I thought, well, I might as well have my dinner at the same time. So I've got what was left of the hash browns, and I've got some more black pepper spam on the go. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll have that, and then I'll press on towards Bowstone. But hopefully I'm going to get the radio tuned in for the football shortly. I'll catch you all shortly. I've just come from Oak Tor. I stopped there for a good hour and a half, had my dinner. And I've been listening to the football match on the way over to here. I'm currently just approached Winter Tor, which is just down from Bowstone. I'm going to stop here, listen to the last 15 minutes of the football, and then make my way back to Oakhampton. Right, that's Bowstone Tor up there. I've come down from Winter Tor, which is just off to the right. Stopped off in the valley down here amongst the trees, had a cup of tea and something to eat. I checked my feet over it. I've been using a new pair of socks, or a new make for myself. It's Darn Tough is the make. I normally use Smart Wool, but I think the Darn Tough socks are quite a bit better than Smart Wool. First of all, they don't slide down your legs at all. I've had them on my feet since yesterday, since 1:30. It's now 4:30 the following day, so that's 27 hours. I've had no rubbing. I find that they don't smell at all, and they also good at distributing any sweat. So if you do use Darn Tough, let me know what you think. So anyway, I'm going to make my way back into Oakhampton now. So this will be the last bit of filming I'll be doing. So just like I say, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments box and I'll get back to you. So from me, I'll catch you all again soon. Cheers and gone.